Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Lacking special distinction, rank, or status, commonly encountered. The ordinary, or common, man in the street. An early bicycle with a very large front wheel and small back wheel. A clergyman appointed to prepare condemned prisoners for death. A judge of a probate court. Heraldry. Any of several conventional figures used on shields. Not exceptional in any way, especially in quality or ability or size or degree. Ordinary everyday objects. The expected or commonplace condition or situation. Not out of the ordinary. Lacking special distinction, rank, or status, commonly encountered. Average people. Compute the average of. Around the middle of a scale of evaluation. An orange of average size. Approximating the statistical norm or average or expected value. The average income in New England is below that of the nation. Amount to or come to an average, without loss or gain. The number of hours I work per work averages out to 40. A statistic describing the location of a distribution. Relating to or constituting the middle value of an ordered set of values, or the average of the middle two in a set with an even number of values. Lacking exceptional quality or ability. A novel of average merit. Relating to or constituting the most frequent value in a distribution. Achieve or reach on average. He averaged AC. An intermediate scale value regarded as normal or usual. He is about average in height. Sports. The ratio of successful performances to opportunities. An early bicycle with a very large front wheel and small back wheel. A piece of open land for recreational use in an urban area. Common to or shared by two or more parties. A common friend. Being or characteristic of or appropriate to everyday language. Common parlance. Commonly encountered. A common, or familiar, complaint. Lacking refinement or cultivation or taste. Behavior that branded him as common. Of or associated with the great masses of people. The common people in those days suffered greatly. Of low or inferior quality or value. Produced the common cloths used by the poorer population. Belonging to or participated in by a community as a whole, public. For the common good. Having no special distinction or quality. Widely known or commonly encountered, average or ordinary or usual. The common man. To be expected, standard. Common decency. Found in the ordinary course of events. Formal, ordinary and not refined. He felt contempt for all Banasic occupations. Lacking distinct or individual characteristics, dull and uninteresting. Not challenging, dull and lacking excitement. A trite or obvious remark. Repeated too often, overfamiliar through overuse. His remarks were trite and commonplace. Completely ordinary and unremarkable. Air travel has now become commonplace. According to ordinary expectations. According to ordinary expectations. Appropriate for ordinary or routine occasions. Everyday clothes. Found in the ordinary course of events. A placid everyday scene. Commonplace and ordinary. The familiar everyday world. Of a manuscript, having few alterations or corrections. Fair copy. Very pleasing to the eye. Young fair maidens. Not excessive or extreme. A fairish income. Free from favoritism or self-interest or bias or deception, conforming with established standards or rules. A fair referee. Without favoring one party, in a fair even-handed manner. Deal fairly with one another. Used of hair or skin, pale or light-colored. A fair complexion. Gained or earned without cheating or stealing. And fair penny. A sale of miscellany, often for charity. Lacking exceptional quality or ability. Only a fair performance of the sonata. A traveling show, having sideshows and rides and games of skill, etc. In conformity with the rules or laws and without fraud or cheating. They played fairly. A competitive exhibition of farm products. She won a blue ribbon for her baking at the county fair. Attractively feminine. The fair sex. Free of clouds or rain. Today will be fair and warm. Gathering of producers to promote business. World Fair. Joined so that the external surfaces blend smoothly. Of a baseball, hit between the foul lines. He hit a fair ball over the third base bag. Characterized by a lack of partiality. A properly indifferent jury. Usually followed by to, unwilling or refusing to pay heed. Often followed by to, lacking importance, not mattering one way or the other. Whether you choose to do it or not is a matter that is quite immaterial, or indifferent. Marked by a lack of interest. The universe is neither hostile nor friendly, it is simply indifferent. Being neither good nor bad. An indifferent performance. Having only a limited ability to react chemically inactive. An indifferent chemical in a reaction. Fairly poor to not very good. Has an indifferent singing voice. Marked by no especial liking or dislike or preference for one thing over another. Indifferent about which book you would give them. Neither too great nor too little. A couple of indifferent hills to climb. Showing no care or concern in attitude or action. Indifferent to the sufferings of others. Moderate to inferior in quality. They improved the quality from mediocre to above average. Lacking exceptional quality or ability. The caliber of the students has gone from mediocre to above average. Poor to middling in quality. There have been good and mediocre and bad artists. To certain extent or degree. Lacking exceptional quality or ability. The performance was middling at best. Any commodity of intermediate quality or size, especially when coarse particles of ground wheat are mixed with bran. Not special in any way, lacking distinction. Belonging to this earth or world, not ideal or heavenly. Not a fairy palace, yet a mundane wonder of unimagined kind. Concerned with the world or worldly matters. Mundane affairs. Found in the ordinary course of events. Lacking distinct or individual characteristics, dull and uninteresting. Women dressed in nondescript clothes. A person is not easily classified and not very interesting. Found in the ordinary course of events. There's nothing quite like a real train conductor to add color to a quotidian commute. A short performance that is part of a longer program. She had a catchy little routine. A set sequence of steps, part of larger computer program. An unvarying or habitual method or procedure. Found in the ordinary course of events. It was a routine day. Not special in any way, lacking distinction. Run-of-the-mill boxing. Not special in any way, lacking distinction. Your run-of-the-mine college graduate. In an acceptable, but not outstanding, manner. Being neither good nor bad. A so-so golfer. Not special in any way, lacking distinction. Not special in any way, lacking distinction. Unexceptional an incident as can be found in a lawyer's career. Found in the ordinary course of events. Commonly encountered. The usual greeting. Occurring or encountered or experienced or observed frequently or in accordance with regular practice or procedure. Grew the usual vegetables. Ride a bicycle. A motor vehicle with two wheels and a strong frame. A wheeled vehicle that has two wheels and is moved by foot pedals. Ride a bicycle. A wheeled vehicle that has two wheels and is moved by foot pedals. An interval during which a recurring sequence of events occurs. The never-ending cycle of the seasons. Ride a motorcycle. The unit of frequency, 1 Hertz, has a periodic interval of 1 second, named for Heinrich Rudolf Hertz. Ride a bicycle. A wheeled vehicle that has two wheels and is moved by foot pedals. A single complete execution of a periodically repeated phenomenon. A year constitutes a cycle of the seasons. A periodically repeated sequence of events. A cycle of reprisal and retaliation. A series of poems or songs on the same theme. Schubert song cycles. Cause to go through a recurring sequence. Cycle the laundry in this washing program. Pass through a cycle. This machine automatically cycles. Recur in repeating sequences. Move along on or as if on wheels or a wheeled vehicle. An instrument of torture that stretches or disjoints or mutilates victims. Change directions as if revolving on a pivot. They wheeled their horses around and left. Ride a bicycle. Wheel somebody or something. A wheeled vehicle that has two wheels and is moved by foot pedals. Game equipment consisting of a wheel with slots that is used for gambling. The wheel rotates horizontally and players bet on which slot the roulette ball will stop in. A handwheel that is used for steering. A circular helm to control the rudder of a vessel. A simple machine consisting of a circular frame with spokes, or a solid disc, that can rotate on a shaft or axle, as in vehicles or other machines. Forces that provide energy and direction. The wheels of government began to turn.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.